And Cunningham deep to receive for Texas Southern. We are underway. The Panthers and the Tigers. Brown will fair catch inside the 5. New rule in college football. If you fair catch between the goal line or and the 24, you get the football at the 25, and that's where Texas Southern will begin. Kuyet, a Tulane transfer, gets to start at quarterback for Texas Southern. They'll come out throwing, looking near side, pass in the flat. Yards across the 30, forced out at about the 33-yard line. Brown with the catch, number 16, out of the backfield. Gain of 8 will be 2nd down and 2. Sideline first down for Texas Southern up to the 47-yard line. Cheatham on the stop for the Panthers. It'll be 1st and 10 for Texas Southern. Play fake, throw, near side, caught, but for a loss. As Malik Webb makes the catch but falls down. They'll officially call it a loss of 1 back to the 46-yard line. We'll make it 2nd down and 11. Tigers will be very deliberate, want to slow the football game down. Coming into today's game, 4th in the conference in time of possession at about 30 minutes and 19 seconds per game. Has a run, nothing doing. Stephen Guillory in the mix on that stop for the Panthers. Along with Jermaine Jackson, Quentin Bell got a piece as well, back to the 44-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 13. Tigers need to get to the Panther 43 for the 1st down. Tigers third in the conference offensively in 3rd down conversions at 33%. Panthers defensively 5th in that category, getting 1st downs on 35.6% of the time. That's Kuyet, scrambles, throws out of bounds, incomplete. So it will be a punting situation for the Tigers of Texas Southern. Aaron Cuevas on to punt for the Tigers. Anthony Parker wastes the punt at the Panther 15. Parker from the 20. Return of 10, maybe 11. And that's where we'll begin our first possession of the afternoon. They'll mark it at the 30-yard line. Jalen Morton leads the Panthers offense onto the field. Of course, kind of a redemption game for Jalen, if you will. Did not play well in the previous 3 games. Was pulled after the first quarter at Jackson State. Big game last week against Alabama State. His second 6-touchdown game of the season. 1st and 10 Panthers from the 30. First possession of the afternoon. Tucker running left. Has a 1st down up to about the 45. Tucker had a 3-touchdown game last week, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. Went over the 1,000-yard mark rushing in the season. joining Jonte Abears, the first back since 2014, to join the 1,000-yard rush club. Screen pass. Wallace into Texas Southern territory at the 49. Gain of 6 will make it 2nd down and 4. See the tempo this offense is playing with, certainly on display last week against Alabama State. Tucker on the swing pass, trying to find room. Makes one miss, cannot avoid the second defender for Texas Southern. I believe it was Daigle on the stop. Back to the Panther 49, 3rd down and 6. Panthers 6th offensively in 3rd down conversions. Texas Southern, 9th in that category. Morton, deep shot near side, overthrown, intended for Wallace. Murray, the defender for Texas Southern. Offense will stay on the field right now. Now the punting unit will come on. Elder with the punt. Very caught at the 18-yard line. We'll step aside with 11:03 to play in the first quarter. No score on the PVAMU Sports Network.
The Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Zach Elder on for the point after. Snap down, kick up, and it is good. 9:07 to play in the first quarter. Panthers 7, Tigers nothing on the PVAMU Sports Network. Panthers drive 47 yards in 4 plays, taking only 57 seconds off the clock to take a 7-0 lead. As Elder drills it through the end zone for a touchback, and TSU will begin at its 25-yard line. Morton 4 or 5 passing, 32 yards. His first rush of the game for 5 yards. Prairie View A&M taking advantage of the outstanding field position at the TSU 47, converting the short field into a touchdown. Couillette rolls right. He will keep it up to the 39-yard line. Gain of 14, and a Texas Southern first down. Tigers appear to be playing without perhaps their most explosive offensive weapon, the wide receiver Bobby Herzog, who has over 1,000 yards receiving in only 8 games this year, injured last week against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Pass in the flat, caught into Panther territory. Catch and run by tight end Chris Long, number 85, up to the Panther 40-yard line. Gain of 21. TSU coming into the game first in the conference in passing offense at more than 264 yards per game. Panthers pass defense tops in the conference, yielding just under 175 yards per game. Couillette, straight drop. Throws, takes a deep shot over the middle, open and caught for a touchdown by Trendavian Dixon. Texas Southern comes right back with a quick strike drive of its own. Extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7 with 7:56 to play in the first quarter on the PVAMU Sports Network.
Panthers challenge. Wright gets it at the 25-yard line and gets crossed to about the 26. It's going to be enough for a first down Panthers. On the stop for Texas Southern. 7:48, folks, pardon me, left to play in the first quarter.
First and 10 Panthers from our 29-yard line. Pass high, incomplete. Far side intended for Kalen Riles. Pass near side incomplete intended for Hardy, who comes up limping just a bit. Will bring up third down and 10. Panthers 0 for 1 on third down so far today. Empty backfield. Morton over the middle. Caught. First down up to the 44-yard line. Andre Lewis, the big third down conversion, first and 10 for Prairie View A&M. Lewis dropped, called incomplete. Big hit defensively laid by Joshua Murray. Bring up second down and 10. 7:19 to play in the first quarter. 7-7 game between the Panthers and the Tigers. Broach goes in motion right. Over the middle. Caught. Medrano. Tackle at the 24. Jones with the stop for Texas Southern. They'll mark it officially at the 25. Gain of 31. Morton to Medrano. Tucker runs through a tackle. Inside the 15 to the 12. First and 10, Prairie View A&M. 13 on the run for Tucker. Panthers right back in the red zone. Tucker out, Broach in for Prairie View A&M. Morton, flag on the play. Morton with the carry up to the TSU 7 for the flag in the Prairie View backfield. Holding penalty against the Panthers. Make it first and 20 at the 23. Tried again. Morton rolls left. Will flick to Medrano. Inside the 10 up to the 9-yard line. Got the penalty yardage back and then some. Gain of 14. Second down and 6. Morton makes a move. Can he score again? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Prairie View A&M. So the Panthers strike back with an 8-play, 71-yard drive, taking just 2:06 off the clock. Elder on for the point after. Was a busy man last week converting, and that one is blocked. I believe it was number 21 for the Tigers. I believe it was Stevenson got a piece of that one. Panthers lead 13-7, 5:42 to play in this first quarter. Already 137 yards total offense for Prairie View A&M. 91 for Texas Southern. We saw that explosive passing game on their last drive. That's Couillette, 5 of 8, 82 yards through the air. With a scoring pass to Dixon. Brown on the return for Texas Southern to about the 22-yard line. We mentioned the 66 scored by the Panthers last week. Our second 60-point game of the year. Scoring 62 at Arkansas Pine Bluff. First time since 1951. Panthers with two 60-plus point scoring games in one season. TSU only with 10 in the huddle. They have to work quickly. Will likely have to use a timeout. And they will with 4 on the play clock. Panthers opened the 1951 season. They 64-0 win over Sam Houston, now Houston Tillotson. And a 72-0 win over Bishop College. Part of a 9-1 season by head coach Jimmy Stevens, a SWAC championship ending season in 1951, in which the Panthers began the season with 5 consecutive shutouts defensively. One other game on the SWAC schedule today, the Bayou Classic in New Orleans. Western Division Championship game between Southern and Grambling. The winner will play at East Champ Alcorn next Saturday, 3:30 p.m. game for the SWAC Championship. The winner will advance to the Celebration Bowl to take on North Carolina A&T on December 15th. Couillette throws far side incomplete, intended for Webb, with Jalen Harris in coverage for Prairie View A&M, 2nd down and 10. .5:32 to play in this opening quarter. 13-7 after the blocked extra point. Panthers in front. Pistol formation. Trying to find running room left. Cunningham. Up to the 24. Gain of 2. 3rd down and 8. For Texas Southern. Tigers 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions so far in the first 10 minutes of this contest. Couillette looks left, far side, incomplete. Harris once again in coverage. Dixon, the intended Tiger receiver. Another 3 and out, pitched by the Panthers defense. Cuevas on to punt. Parker awaits it at our 38-yard line. Partially blocked. Takes a Tiger bounce up to the 46-yard line. So 22 on the punt. So Torian Jemison got a hand on it. Did take a Tiger bounce, but outstanding field position again for Prairie View A&M. Our first touchdown drive started at the 47. This drive will start at the TSU 47. 4:39 to play in this opening quarter. Panthers trying to extend the 13-7 lead. Rector in motion. Morton in trouble. Sacked back at the 44. Now the 45 of Prairie View A&M. Loss of 8 on the play. Will be 2nd down and 18. Only the 8th sack of the season by the Texas Southern defense. Morton, near side, caught. Rector trying to shake free. Knocked out at the 43, making the 44 of TSU. Head coach Eric Dooley won the late hit. Headline judge Marty Adams saying, it was still in play. Got the sack, yardage back, and then some. 3rd down and 7 for the Panthers. Morton has enough for a Prairie View A&M first down to the TSU 30. Gain of 14 for Jalen Morton. Broach. Marked down at the 27 by line judge Sabrina Brunson. Now they'll say 2, gain of 2. Leave the ball right at the 28. Quick throw. Wallace inside the red zone. Forced out at about the 17. Mallory, Lewis, Garza, Rice, and Fontenot, the men up front on the Panthers offensive line. Flag for a false start against Prairie View A&M. Second penalty against the Panthers. Yardage-wise, Panthers least penalized team in the conference at just over 66 yards per game. Texas Southern second in penalty yards per game, being penalized at just under 71 yards per contest. It's been a clean game to this point, just 3 accepted penalties in the first 13 minutes. And just as I talk about it, perhaps back-to-back penalties. This time against Medrano will make it 1st and 20 for Prairie View A&M. That's a penalty that should not happen with receivers. Usually the most extended from the football, watch the ball, then take off. So one on Wallace, one on Medrano, back-to-back for Prairie View A&M. Screen. Medrano. Short gain to the 25. Bring up second down and 18. 140 and counting in this opening quarter. Stay with us. We'll have a check presentation, and also we will present members of the 89 through 98 Panther football program on the field. Of course, what they went through during that time helped to get the program to where it is now. Double pass initially incomplete as Wallace a former high school quarterback, held on to a good decision to not force the football in. We'll bring it third and long. So very extensive and detailed description by referee Eddie Kelly, since Wallace was not the original receiver of the snap. Threw the ball away, no one in the area, so loss of down, including the yardage where he threw the football from at the 31. So third and long for Prairie View A&M. Line to gain is a TSU 7. Third down, 24. Free play for the Panthers. Morton takes a shot. Hardy could not hang on. Nearly a one-handed catch in the near corner of the end zone. Coverage by Murray for Texas Southern. Offsides will move the football to the TSU 26-yard line. Third down, 19 for Prairie View A&M with 1:15 to play in the first half, or first quarter, I should say, trying to extend a 13-7 lead. Play clock at 1. We just get it off. Morton intercepted. Picked off by number 54, Julian Marcantel. Turned over to Texas Southern. Our receivers ran long. Morton threw it short. Not sure who was off on the communication. Interception gives the football to Texas Southern at its 17-yard line. 1:04 to play. Pass in the flat, incomplete. Intended for Long. Kuya throws incomplete. Second down and 10. Kuyet, play fake, throws, near side. Caught. Dixon with the reception to the 24-yard line. Gain of 7, third down and 3 for Texas Southern. Tigers 0 for 3 on third down so far in the first quarter. Kuyet Pass. Caught. First down. Catch made by Webb for a TSU first down to the 31-yard line on what should be the final play of the first quarter. And it is after one. Panthers 13, Texas Southern 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the 50-yard line. Road Theta chapter is a chapter of the legacy of Prairie View In 2010, the Road Theta Endowment and the Captain Leroy Thomas Jr. Scholarship was established by donating $40,000 to Prairie View, Indiana, which was matched by the university. To date, the Rho Theta Endowment at Prairie View Indiana has
First and 10, Texas Southern. Couillette, pressure, throws far side, incomplete. Intended for Dixon. Will be second down and 10. Tremendous weekend for the PV undefeated, players who played between 1989 and 1998. Many of those seasons did not have offensive scholarships, I should say, athletic scholarships for football, but kept the program alive through the lean years, broke through in 1998, September 26, a 14-12 win over Langston to end an 80-game losing streak. Since that time, no Panther football team has gone winless since 2007, Prairie View football. The second highest win total in the SWAC. Certainly a testament to what those men went through and the pride they have, not only in Panther football, but in Prairie View A&M University. Third down, 8 for Texas Southern. Tigers 1-4 on third down plays. Kuyet. Pressure. Quentin Bell gets him down with an assist from Ronald Collins. Let's give half to Bell, half to Collins. Quentin Bell already a sack and a half for this Panthers defense.
Parker stands at about the 30, awaiting the Cuevo's kick.
Parker from the 25. Tries to shake free, cannot. We'll begin there when we come back. 13:21 to play until halftime. Panthers 13, Tigers 7 on the PVAMU Sports Network. First and 10 Panthers from the 26. Morton, play fake, over the middle. Hardy could not hang on at the 40. I believe it was Craig who got a good shot on Marcus, second down and 10. Morton now 10 of 16 for 115 yards. Tucker finding running room up to the 33-yard line. They'll mark it at the 34. 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. 2 of 4 so far on third downs today. He'll keep it. The quarterback Morton has a first down and then some. It's a foot race. And Jalen Morton will score. Touchdown, Prairie View A&M. A 66-yard scoring run for Jalen Morton. Elder on for the point after. Three plays, 74 yards, 42 seconds. 12:39 to play until halftime. Panthers 20, Tigers 7. Sonny Williams on the tackle. Cunningham with a big return for Texas Southern. Up to the 37-yard line. Morton, 10 of 16, passing for 115 yards, 5 carries, 86 yards, has all 3 Panther touchdowns. Of course, he tied the long-time single-game rushing touchdown record with the 4 rushing scores against Arkansas Pine Bluff back on September 22nd. Is that record in jeopardy today? Sacked. Back at the 30-yard line, Jason Dumas, the freshman from St. James, Louisiana. All-state performer in Louisiana as a senior. Now with 3.5 sacks on the season. 2nd down, 17. Back at the TSU 30. Under 12 to play in the first half. 20-7. Prairie View A&M in front. Jackson off the edge. Quick flip. Drop for a loss. As Brown could not shake free. Damon Jackson, the senior from New Orleans. Got pressure on Couillette. Just got it off. Loss of 1 back to the 29. 3rd down, 18 for Texas Southern. Tigers 1 of 5 on 3rd down plays. Panther defense looking for another 3 and out. Short catch made by Dixon. Trajectory of the pass threw him off balance up to the original line of scrimmage at the 37, but another 3 and out for the PVAMU defense.
With the defense for the Panthers, that's going to bring up a 4th down and send Anthony Parker to around the 20-yard line.
Cuevas has been busy this afternoon. Good punt, but returnable. Parker from the 16. Parker goes 84, touchdown, Prairie View A&M. Late flag on the play. .84-yard punt return for touchdown by Anthony Parker. Showing his great ball skills, great run after catch skills. Of course, Parker 3 picks so far in 2018. Getting on the board here with the 84-yard punt return. Elder on for the point after. Snap is down. Kick is blocked up the middle with 10:08 to play until halftime. Panthers lead 26-7 on the PVAMU Sports Network. By the Panthers since Anthony Wilkes, a 77-yard punt return also in the second quarter at Mississippi Valley State back on September 24th, 2016. As Parker officially 83 on the return for a score, 26-7. Elder kicks off from the 50 after the clipping penalty on the punt return for touchdown. And TSU will take the touchback and begin at its 25-yard line. And what a weapon Parker is in special teams. Had a big return earlier in the season, starting to find his groove, if you will, as a punt returner. Blocking set up beautifully that time, and Parker tiptoed down the sideline and did the rest on the 83-yard punt return for touchdown. His previous long was 20 yards, but certainly the ability was there and everything worked out as Fields leads the charge on a tackle for loss for the Panthers defense. Second down, 11 from the 24. Couillette, pressure, escapes, throws, incomplete. Willie Miles in coverage. Cummings, the intended receiver for Texas Southern. Miles with the pick last week against Alabama State. Third down, 11 for Texas Southern. Panthers defense trying to pitch back-to-back 3-and-out possessions. Couillette pressured, sacked by Nate Foreman inside the 15. They'll mark it officially at right at the 16, 3-and-out. First and 10 Panthers from our 48-yard line, looking to extend a 26-7 lead. Tucker, shaking, Bacon, flag on the play, brought down on the TSU side of the 50 at the 49. But a holding call against the Panthers after the 36-yard punt by Cuevas. No return. Stay with us at halftime. The Ocean of Soul from Texas Southern. The Marching Storm from Prairie View A&M. You do not want to miss it. We'll show both bands in their entireties here at halftime. First down 20, following the holding penalty. Morton takes a shot, looking for Wallace. Could not hold it in, but penalty flags on the play. Good matchup between the 6'3 Wallace and the 6'2 Jones. But the pass interference penalty will give the Panthers a first down at the Texas Southern 46-yard line. Wallace, 3 catches, 32 yards. Quick pass. Hardy. Knocked out at the 38 by Howell. Gain of 8, second down and 2. Tucker could not shake free, lost back to the 43. That'll make it third down and 7 for Prairie View A&M. 3 of 5 on third down conversions are the Panthers so far today as we just passed the midway mark of this second quarter. Morton will get the updated call from the sideline. 10 on the play clock. Empty backfield for Jalen. Pressure. Escapes. Flips it. Caught. And Hardy runs through 2 tackles. Inside the 20. Hurls a man. Inside the 5. Out at the 2-yard line. First and goal, Prairie View A&M. Tremendous athleticism and just physicality by Marcus Hardy. Ran through 2 tackles, hurled the third. First and goal, Prairie View A&M at the Texas Southern 2-yard line. Broach, touchdown, Prairie View A&M. Flag in the end zone. Oh, let us celebrate. The flag is 15 on the kickoff. Touchdown run by Broach. His 4th of the season. Now the mascot's having some playful fun in front of the marching storm. And we shore up the protection. The extra point is up and good. With 6:18 to play until halftime. Panthers 33, Tigers 7. Women's basketball returns to action next weekend at the Texas Rio Grande Valley Tournament at home on Saturday, December 8th, 3 p.m. game versus Rice. Let's pack the house at the PVMU Rec Center. Women's basketball back at home Saturday, December 8th, 3 p.m. kick. Men's basketball just completed 7 games in 15 days. Back in action a week from today at Murray State. Hard to believe it is Christmas time already. Thanksgiving 2 days ago, earliest it can be on the fourth Thursday, as you know, on November 22nd. The holiday season is upon us. So following the penalty, low kick, recovered by TSU. They'll fall on it at the 41-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will begin with 6:15 to play until halftime. Couillette, play fake, dump over the middle, caught into Panther territory, catch made by Long, tackled by Cheatham, up to the Panther 43. Gain of 16. Panthers, 289 yards of offense so far in this game. Couillette just gets rid of it. Tip drill, intercepted by Aaron Townsend. Couillette stopped. Quick throw off the hands of a TSU receiver. Couldn't make out the number of the intended receiver. Townsend, Johnny on the spot with the interception. First pick of the afternoon by the Panthers defense. And our 10th of the season. Panthers from our 32. Quick throw. Tucker trying to find room. Gets 2, maybe 3. Tackled by Jones. Gain of 3 to the 35, second down, 7. Morton, plenty of time. Directing traffic, still has time. And he'll keep it. Falls forward near the line to gain, has enough for a Panther first down. Gain of 8 to the 43. And seemingly had all day to throw the football. No one open, but bought enough time. And found just enough space for the gain of 8 and the Prairie View first down, our 14th of the first half. Injured Tiger at the 41-yard line. Being attended to by the Texas Southern Athletic training staff. Trying to get a number on the injured player. Up and will walk off gingerly under his own power. Number 97, Eric Garcia, junior from San Bernardino, California.
Okay, folks, let's try this again. Today's cheerleader of the game is Brianna Green. Brianna is a senior kinesiology major from Dallas, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, our cheerleader of the game, Brianna Green.
After the 8-yard run by Morton, 1st and 10 Panthers from our 43. Now under 5 to play until halftime. Counter. Broach into Tiger territory and more. Up to the 36. 21. on the broach run.
Howell on the step for Texas Southern. The Panthers on the broad.
Looking to extend a 33-7 lead. Quick throw. Wallace out near the line of game for the first down will depend on the spot. They'll mark the football at the 31. Should be enough. How is that not a first down? Wow, he got 9 3/4 of a yard. Morton has a first down and more. Spin move up to the 14.
Morton around the left side for another first down, Panthers.
Total yardage number starting to creep up. Over 330. Panthers from the Tigers 14. Quick throw. Short gain. Jalen Howard. Will they give him one to the 13? They will not. Officially no gain. Second down and 10. Stevenson with the stop. Play fake. Morton. Hold on to that football. Takes a sack to the 19. And I think Jalen wasn't sure, have a cross line of scrimmage, was not sure. Fortunately, able to hold on to the football and not fumble. Third down, 15 from the Tiger 19. Line to gain is a TSU 4. 2:40 and counting until halftime. Panthers won the toss and deferred. We'll have the first possession of the third quarter. Medrano goes in motion. Play fake. Throw. Wallace. Catch. Touchdown. Prairie View A&M. Elder on for the point after. Snap down, kick up, and it is good. 2:18 to play until halftime. Panthers 40, Tigers 7.
Past a lifetime. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We will always carry a spirit of respect and competition.
Kick return from the 4. Trying to find room. Return to about the 30-yard line. Brown with the kick return for Texas Southern. Wallace now 5 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Fourth touchdown in the first half for Jalen Morton, 3 rushing, 1 passing. Fumble on the play, recovered by Texas Southern. I believe it was Foreman who got the sack and the forced fumble. A loss back to the 26. Loss of 4, second down, 14. 1:45 and counting until halftime. Dump off. Brown. Tripped up shy of the 30. Gain of 3. Second down, make it third down and 11. First, a timeout called by Prairie View A&M. Looking for more if we can get another stop. A chance to further bust this game wide open if we can get a stop and points before the half. And we have the first possession offensively in quarter number 3. Panthers well on our way to improving to 12-3 in the last 15 against Texas Southern. That streak began in 2004. Currently winners of 3 in a row. Looking to make it 4 in a row and improve and finish at 5-6 with back-to-back dominant home wins here at Panther Stadium. Third down, 11 for Texas Southern. Tigers 1 of 7 on third downs. Panthers 5 of 7 on third down plays. Couillette throws far side, incomplete. Knocked away by Antoine Stevens. 5 3-and-outs for the Panthers defense in this first half. Can Parker get loose once again on a big punt return? From the 23. Flag on the play. Brought down there. We'll see what the call is with 51 seconds to play until halftime. Leading 40-7. 2 timeouts remaining from the 13. Blocking the back called against Logan Jackson of the Panthers. Moves us back to the 13. Tucker goes in motion left, empty backfield for Morton. Quick throw. Hardy could not hang on. Second down and 10. Second down and 10. Tucker runs through 2, runs through 3, gets to the 19. Gain of 6, third down 4. And we'll let the clock run. And now we'll call our second timeout with 32 seconds remaining in the first half. See if we'll take a shot here. Maybe get a chunk play or perhaps a screen pass, some catch and run, get some rack yards. Still plenty of time. We've seen this offense be very explosive in this first half. Touchdown drives today, 4 plays, 47 yards, just 57 seconds. 8 plays, 71 yards, 2:06. 3 plays, 74 yards, 42 seconds. The punt return by Parker for the touchdown. Then 5 plays, 52 yards, 2:19 off the clock. 8 plays, 68 yards. Felt like it took an eternity, if you will. 3:30 off the clock. Third down 4. Morton cannot get there. Now Texas Southern will call time with 25 seconds to play. Morton comes up a little gimpy. So 4th and 4. With 25 seconds remaining until halftime. Again, stay with us. We'll have both halftime shows in their entirety. The Texas Southern Ocean of Soul and the Marching Storm of Prairie View A&M. Dominant first half, 362 yards total offense. Does not include the return yards on the punt return by Anthony Parker. Texas Southern, 114 yards total offense, 119 through the air, -5 on the ground. A dominant performance by the defense in the run game and overall with the just 119 yards allowed and the 1 touchdown. High snap. Recovered by Texas Southern. And will be a touchdown for Texas Southern. It's been a while since a bad snap. Termination was it recovered in the end zone. So here's a touchdown. Goes as a fumble recovery in the end zone. And a touchdown for Texas Southern. So 2 blocked extra points and a bad snap on the punt for the Panthers special teams. Not the finish that we want. Certainly the big punt return by Parker helps to negate that somewhat. An area we had struggled in early but had improved in the last 5 or 6 ball games. Unfortunately, rears its head there. Elder went high, could not snag it. As the play is under review. So still under review here, just to find a refresher on the mechanics of instant replay in college football. All plays reviewed by the booth, and the decision to overturn the play or not made by the replay official in the booth. That is radioed down to the referee, Eddie Kelly, with the back judge, Dion Spencer, with the information. So the play stands, meaning there was not enough video evidence to overturn it. So the touchdown good for Texas Southern. As Quintero Walker recovers in the end zone. Cuevas on for the point after. Snap down, kick up. And it is good with 21 seconds to play in the first half. It's still a dominant first half by Prairie View A&M. So 49 in the first half last week, 40 in the first half this week for Prairie View A&M. Cuevas on for the kickoff. Panthers had a 37-13 win over TSU in 2013. This kickoff will be down for a touchback. That margin 24. And also in 2015, largest margin in recent memory of 27. A 38-11 win in the 2015 season opener and the debut of head coach Willie Simmons. So right now, Panthers on pace to be in the hunt for a significant win against Texas Southern. Still a half to go, but the Panthers in control as Trayvon Conley will take a knee, and that's how the first half will end. And a dominant opening 30 for Prairie View A&M, 343 yards of total offense, 114 for Texas Southern as we take a 40-14 lead into the halftime locker room. Stay with us. We'll have both band performances in their entirety right here on the PVAMU Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for halftime excitement? If you're ready for halftime, let me hear you say, Ocean! Now lean way back and say, Woo! Now presenting our drum majors. Known as the third post album. Our drum major song, Devin Cat, Christopher Jones, and head drum major, Gio St. Sierra. Show them some love, ladies and gentlemen. Show them some love. not the best band yet, we let them know that they're talking out the side of their neck.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please focus your attention on the 50-yard line for a special news bulletin. On November 24, 2018, a young lady stopped at the residence of Musical Art, Kay Michelle, in an attempt to sell her product. After ringing the doorbell and knocking several times, she realized no one was home. But what she does next will totally shock you. She began to throw signs at the door, and next thing, she started twerking. Kay Michelle saw this on camera and said, "Get off my porch! Get that mess off my porch!" Get that mess off my porch! Give it up! Give it up! Give it up! The fans better be It's with a heavy heart that I must announce that you're finna take the L today, baby. You're finna catch this one because we are teasing. Teasing. Now, Kenny, don't take notes, baby, because this is how well done. Let's go. Panther Stadium, get ready to be blown away by the powerful sounds of the marching storm. Live from Prairie View University, we come to dominate the field with the mastery of the greatest hits. It's your girl, TT on the mic, predicting your entertainment tonight. Storm, break it down. It's a storm coming.
dominant first half performance for Prairie View A&M football, leading by the score of 40-14. 343 yards total offense to 114 for Texas Southern. Jalen Morton, 16 of 23 passing for 192 yards with a touchdown. 1 interception, has also rushed 9 times for 101 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Prairie View Athletic Club annual national raffle. Just to give you a little bit of history, the Prairie View Athletic Club has been existing.
Texas Southern, 114 yards total offense. Minus 5 yards rushing in the first half, 119 net yards via the air. Couliet, 10 of 20 passing for 119 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He's carried 6 times for minus 9 yards. Has been sacked 5 times in the first half. Panthers defense, 5 3-and-outs forced by the TSU offense. Quinn Bell, Jason Dumas each with a sack and a half for the Panthers defensively. Stephen Guillory with 1. Ronald Collins credited with a half sack. Interception made by Aaron Townsend in the first half for the Panthers. 26-point halftime lead. Largest margin of victory I could find by the Panthers over Texas Southern. We have to go all the way back to 1963, a 44-6 Prairie View A&M win. Second largest, a 38-11 win, margin by 27 in the 2015 season opener. We'll see how it plays out. Most importantly is get some good reps, get this offense continuing to execute efficiently and flawlessly as Jalen Morton will begin the second half at quarterback after Trayvon Conley took a knee on the final play of the first half. Jalen came up limping just a bit, but will start the third quarter. Quick throw. Medrano dropped for a loss. As Craig with the stop. Good crowd on hand. Hope you had the phenomenal Thanksgiving wherever you are in PV Nation. As Rector brings it back right, flag on the play. Ran a long way for a gain of 3, maybe 4, but the flag back at the line of scrimmage. Initial indication against the Panthers. Blocking the back called against Medrano. 8 penalties now for the Panthers. After 7 first half infractions for 61 yards, TSU called for 4 penalties for 47 yards. Panthers 5 of 8 on third down conversions in the first half. 1 of 8 were the Tigers. In time of possession, actually in favor of Prairie View A&M. Had the football about a minute longer than TSU did. Second and long for the Panthers. Morton scrambling. Finds some running room back near the original line of scrimmage. And is slow to get up on the far side. Appears he will stay in. Third down and 11 for Prairie View A&M. Among the college football scores late in the fourth quarter as Morton, the screen pass incomplete, intended for Broach. Ohio State 62, Michigan 39. So that will certainly shake up the college football playoff poll that will come out on Tuesday. Of course, Alabama-Auburn Iron Bowl going on right now. No score early first quarter. With certainly Michigan going down in significant fashion. How far does Ohio State jump? Can they make another big jump with the Big Ten championship win next week? Of course, in the SWAC, Southern and Grambling in the Bayou Classic in about an hour in New Orleans. Loose ball on the field. Panthers will recover. Bounced off an unsuspecting Tiger and recovered at the 45-yard line. And Trayvon Conley now in at quarterback for the Panthers. And with the new red shirt rules in college football, you can play in up to 4 games and still have a red shirt. This is game 4 for Conley. Came in, had an impressive performance on the road at Jackson State 3 weeks ago. Nearly rallied us from a 24-point deficit. He'll give to Tucker, trying to get outside. Shakes one, not the second. Short gain to the 48, gain of 3. Second down and 7. Conley in 3 quarters at Jackson State completed 19 of 30 for 165 yards, 3 touchdowns. Also ran 12 times for 110 yards and a touchdown run of 72 yards. Screen pass. Hardy hit at the TSU 45. Should be enough for a Panther first down. Conley, a freshman from Duncanville, Texas. The screen to Hardy. Upended after a short gain of 2 to the Tiger 43-yard line. Opening drive, third quarter for the Panthers. Drive kept alive after a TSU fumble on the punt. Crossing route. Hardy to the 23-yard line. Right now, pitch and catch is too easy for the Panthers, but the flag on the play. Wow. Tough call against Jamal Fontenot. Short drop, quick throw. Now, Jamal's pretty nimble. I don't know if he's that nimble. The call for being ineligible downfield will back us up to the Tiger 48. Second down, 13. .11:30 and counting in this third quarter. Counter. Tucker finds room. Brought down at the 42, maybe the 41. We'll give him 6 to the 42. We'll bring up third down and 7 for Prairie View A&M. Conley buying time. Eludes one, throws, caught. Rector, first down to the Tiger 34. You see the athleticism of Conley. Mentioned the long touchdown run of 72 yards at Jackson State 3 weeks ago. Rector again gets the block from Wallace. Lose 2 but not 3. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10. Starting line still intact of Mallory, Lewis, Garza, Rice, and Fontenot. Conley dumps it to Tucker. Lose Jones before Jones comes back to make the tackle. Gain of 3 up to the 31 of Texas Southern. 3rd down and 7 ahead for Prairie View A&M. We're seeing Jalen Howard back in. He had some first half reps. Kalen Riles. Chance for some players to get some important game reps along with the quarterback Trayzon Conley. This is 4th game of the year. As I mentioned earlier, new redshirt rules. You can play in up to 4 games and still redshirt. So although this is his 4th game, we have 4 full years to play in a PVMU uniform. Conley over the top for Hardy. Caught. Touchdown, Prairie View A&M. Field judge like, nah, I'm not going to celebrate. Let's go ahead and get this. Head to the sideline. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. Flag on the play. Have a flag on the play. So a penalty against the Panthers will re-kick. We'll do it again on the try. As the party is on here at Panther Stadium. So Elder will try it again, this time a 30-yard PAT. Snap down, kick up. It is no good. 9:03 to play in the 3rd. Panthers 46, Tigers 14 on the PVAMU Sports Network. So officially an 8-play, 55-yard drive. Following the muff punt by TSU in which we recovered. Brown on the return, tackled at the 20. And that's where Texas Southern will begin its first drive of the 3rd quarter. Now at quarterback for Texas Southern, number 1, Jay Kristoff. Grad student from Addis, Louisiana. Short pass near side, Dixon. Gain of 3 to the 23. Sonny Williams on the stop. Intercepted, pick 6, Will Skinner. Yes. Skinner, the senior from Spring, Texas, with the tailor-made pick 6. And the Panthers, with a 50 spot on the board, still 8:19 to play in the third quarter. Delay a game against the Panthers. Only had 10 on the field. Up and down one for Panther special teams. A couple of blocked extra points. Missed extra point. Bad snap on the punt led to a touchdown. Certainly with Elder as the returning kicker in 2019. Certainly a big weapon for this team. From the 15, 25-yard extra point is up and good. Panthers 53, Tigers 14. (53-14). Return from the 5. Tackled shy of the 20 by a den of Panthers.
For a first down for the Tigers. Coach, don't get the
The lead is 39 over Texas Southern. Brown with the carry for the Tigers. First down run to the 30-yard line. Kristoff floated down the field. Incomplete, flags on the play. You may get Sonny Williams for pass interference in coverage against Dixon. We'll move the football to the 45 of Texas Southern. Iron Bowl, 2 minutes to play in the first. Alabama and Auburn tied at 7. As we head toward championship Saturday next weekend. The SWAC among those conferences that will host a championship game next Saturday. It will be at Alcorn, 3:30 kick. You can watch live on ESPNU. Braves will host the winner of the Bayou Classic, later today between Southern and Grambling. Alcorn defeated both teams this year. Defeated Grambling at Alcorn, won at Southern. Braves will host next Saturday at Spinks Chasm Stadium. Pass across the middle, caught by Long into Panther territory at the 43-yard line. Most of the starters still on the field for the Panthers defense as we approach 6 to play in this third quarter. Brown stood up at the 40, gain of 3. We'll make it second down and 7. Foreman on the stop for Prairie View A&M. And Willie Green with the tackle for loss back to the 42. Brown the carry. Third down and 9 coming up for Texas Southern. Green, the senior from Birmingham, Alabama. The SWAC's Defensive Player of the Week for his 8-tackle, 2.5 sack performance versus Grambling in the State Fair Classic win back on September 29th. Kristoff, pressure, gets away from Foreman. Chased down by Moon, throws incomplete out of bounds. That will bring on the Tigers special teams unit. With 4:40 to play in this third quarter. Cuevas, high punt. He fielded at the 10. Return to the 15-yard line by Anthony Parker. who had an 83-yard punt return for touchdown in the second quarter of today's game. Conley returns at quarterback for the Panthers. Now we've got Mallory, Rice, Collins, Garza, and Fontenot up front for the Panthers. Play fake by Conley. The throw to Wallace up to the 30 or 28-yard line. Gain of 12. 1st and 10 for Prairie View A&M. Again, most of the starters still on the field on both units for the Panthers as Conley takes off, spin move up to the 36. Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. And we saw the confidence by Trayvon Conley grow as that game went on at Jackson State a few weeks ago. Fired a pass between 3 Tigers over the middle. Just the confidence after the long touchdown run in the third quarter. Almost erased the early 24-point deficit. One thing that stands out about Trayvon, has huge hands as wide open down the field. And Andre Lewis walks in for a Prairie View A&M touchdown. Snap down, kick up. And back-to-back 60-point scoring games for Prairie View A&M football for the first time since 1951. We opened with a 64-0 win over Sam Houston, a 72-0 win over Bishop. We will conclude the season with back-to-back 60-point outbursts here in 2018. Panthers 60, Tigers 14, still 3:01 to play in the third quarter. And I am unable to find, as far as I can tell, this is the first time in Panther football history we have scored at least 60 points in 3 games in the season. '62 at Arkansas Pine Bluff, 66 last week against Alabama State, 60 against Texas Southern. If the margin holds, it will be the largest win in the history of the series for Prairie View A&M over Texas Southern. Largest margin to date, a 44-6 win in 1963. The current margin is 46. Kristoff, draw, Brown. First down, goes head over heels to the 37. Gain of 12. .500 yards of offense for the Panthers to 154 for Texas Southern. Tackle for loss. Flying through there, Isaac Claiborne, the senior from Humble, Texas. Lost back to the 31. Second down, 16. Under 2 to play in the third. Kristoff over the middle, incomplete, threw it behind his intended receiver, Royland Oliver. Will bring up 3rd and long. For Texas Southern. We're seeing Dumas. Ronald Hall up front. Pass thrown incomplete. As the horn battle continues between the Marching Storm and the Ocean of Soul. Familiar tune to most of us, kind of old heads. Little James Bond theme there. And certainly today's game has been Panthers. All Panthers. As Parker tackled after fielding the punt at the 14-yard line. Conley, perfect 8 of 8, 128 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Jalen Morton set the tone, 3 touchdowns rushing, 1 passing. 296 total yards and 4 touchdowns. Panthers led 40-14 at the half. 1 offensive touchdown for TSU, the second on a high snap fumble on a punt attempt by the Panthers late in the first half. That's Tucker trying to find some room and does so as only he can. Gets 3 to the 16. Makes the defense work. Went left, went right. Finding just a little soft spot to go forward. Made something out of nothing. Gain of 3, Tucker now 10 carries for 66 yards. And Conley will keep. Floats it to Medrano. Has a first down across the 25. Up near the 30. Give him credit to the 29. Gain of 13 on the play. And the 24th Panther first down of the game. Flag on the play. Conley rolling, still buying time. He'll bring it back right. Gets the block from Tucker. Has room, and he will run. 35, steps out at the 37-yard line. With a flag on the play. Offsides against Texas Southern. Will decline and take the Conley run to the 37. Gain of 8 on the final play of the third quarter. The final 15 of the 2018 season is ahead. Panthers 60, Tigers 14 on the PVMU Sports Network. Start of the final quarter of the 2018 season. Second down 2. Conley will give to Tucker. Perhaps back to the line of scrimmage. Third down and 2 ahead for Prairie View A&M. 524 yards to 148 for Texas Southern. 4 touchdowns accounted for Jalen Morton. 2 for Trayvon Conley. And just a dominant all-around performance once again. Strong performances to conclude the 2018 season. Conley will keep. Throws, caught. Wallace into Tiger territory. Fumble. Recovered by Texas Southern. As Wallace turned upfield for additional yardage, football poked out from behind and recovered by the Tigers. At their 42-yard line. So 1st and 10 for TSU. Second lost fumble for the Panthers today. Kristoff hit as he throws, launches it deep downfield, knocked away by Drake Cheatham inside the 15. Dixon, the intended receiver. Great range, great coverage by the freshman from Mesquite, Texas. Brown up to the 46, gain of 4. 3rd down and 6 ahead for Texas Southern. So good effort play for TSU by Walker forcing the fumble on the Wallace reception. Sean Jones with the recovery. Conley, 10 of 10 passing for 162 yards and 2 touchdowns. 3rd down, 6 for TSU. Kristoff, pressure, throws, incomplete, just had to get rid of it. Intended for Webb. Cuevas on to punt again for Texas Southern. A little throwback to Jatise Wright. After Parker fielded the punt, the return up to the 39-yard line. Timeout in the field. 12:53 remaining. Panthers over the Tigers, 60-14 on the PVAMU Sports Network. First and 10 Panthers from our 39. Handoff, loss of 1. I believe it was Goodwater on the carry. He'll get it again. Bounces outside. Tripped up in Tiger territory at the 47-yard line. Of course, Goodwater, kickoff return for touchdown against Alcorn back on October 27th. Showing the good burst there, the transfer from Kansas State. Take it right, try to bring it back left, drop for a loss. Lost back to the midfield stripe. Second down and 13. Good crowd still on hand, reveling in this 60-14 dominance of arch rival Texas Southern. Goodwater gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be third down and 10. A lot to build on for 2019. Morton and Conley both return at quarterback. Tucker, Broach, and Goodwater all return at running back. Certainly a lot to build around offensively outside with Wallace leading the way. We've seen Medrano have some big plays. We've seen Riles and Rector have some big moments in the passing game. It's Christian Mosley with the run to the Tiger 43, gain of 4. Bring on the special teams unit.
On the carry from Prairie View. And it's going to be in 4th down for Panthers.
And Darbone on to punt for the Panthers. Freshman from Lake Charles. High punt hits at the 5, trickles into the end zone for a touchback. 9:51 to play. Panthers lead 60-14 on the PVAMU Sports Network. .51 remaining. Kristoff, pass to Dixon. Gain up to the 27. Dixon has been targeted 10 times, 6 receptions for 79 yards. Nice run outside for the first down. Cunningham up to the 39. Under 9 minutes remaining. What a way to close out the 2018 season. 66 points last week against Alabama State. 60 today versus Texas Southern. Kristoff in the flat. To Dixon. Up to the 46, maybe the 47. We'll call it 8 to the 47. Second down and 2. Again, many of the starters, number of seniors still on the field, playing for the final time in the Prairie View A&M uniform. 16 seniors honored earlier today. With Bell and Green. Skinner and Moon out there defensively for the Panthers. And Kristoff dropped. Green in the mix. Kobe Love to close off the deal. Second and long. Second down and 18, under 7 remaining in the game. Of course, this matchup will return to Labor Day weekend in 2019. TSU, the host school. Vice President and Athletic Director Fred Washington talked about strengthening the partnership with Texas Southern. Interim VP and Athletic Director Kevin Granger of TSU work to reestablish the partnership of the game, regardless of who the home team is. So big things ahead for this rivalry. Again, back on Labor Day weekend in 2019. Among non-conference games, Panthers slated to play at Houston and host Nichols here next season. As Skinner with his second pick of the afternoon at the Panther 23. And the senior from Spring going out in style for Prairie View A&M. Third pick by the Panthers, 2 by Skinner, 1 by Aaron Townsend. Panthers back on offense at the 23. Conley, short throw to Hardy, trying to battle back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be second down. Isaac James getting some run at left tackle along with Lewis on the left side at left guard. That's Conley. Rolls left. He will keep it and steps out near the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down. Demarion Ward, Isaiah Lawrence out there along with Zach Collins in the middle of that Panther offensive line. 563 yards total offense for Prairie View A&M. Great way to close out a special weekend. Of course, Senior Day, we honored the football players of the PV Undefeated, players who played between 89 and 98. Had a great reception here. Their contribution to what this program has become and set the foundation for what it will be in the future. 5-6 record under first-year head coach Eric Dooley. Looking forward to bigger and better things in 2019. Strong started at 3-3, stumbled in the middle, the 3-game losing streak, but finishing strong with back-to-back dominant wins. 66-13 last week, currently 60-14, 350 and counting here in the fourth. Garbone. Good punt, fair catch at the 25-yard line. Of course, we opened the season strong performance at Rice before falling 31-28. Impressive win on the national stage versus North Carolina Central in the MEAC SWAC Challenge, a 40-24 win. Competitive loss at Sam Houston. Ended up being a 9-point loss, 41-32 before the final non-conference game, a loss at UNLV before back-to-back wins to open conference play. Short pass incomplete. Donald Hall with pressure on Kristoff, nearly in the backfield. As the snap was caught, it'll be second down at 10. 62-13 win at Arkansas Pine Bluff, 815 yards total offense, single game school record. As Jalen Morton set a single game record for rushing yards with 255 and tied the school record with 4 rushing touchdowns. And then ended the month with the first win over Grambling in 5 years, a 22-16 win. Stumbled in October. Home losses to Southern and now 5-time East champ Alcorn. 6-point loss at Jackson State to begin the month. Righted the ship and then some. With the big win last week against Alabama State. And wrapping things up here with another big win over Texas Southern. Kristoff trying to buy time. Throws deep downfield. Incomplete. Miles and Skinner in coverage. Oliver, the intended receiver. Punt takes the Texas Southern bounce. And Parker will bring it out of bounds at the 40 with 2:58 remaining. Conley. Short drop and throw on the far side. Catch up to the 45-yard line. Hardy with the catch. Conley will keep, hit at the 45. Loss of 2 as a catch. Forward progress to the 47. 3rd down and 5 coming up as we approach 2 minutes to play in the 2018 season. One minute to play. We'll have the alma mater and conclude the season with a 5-6 record. With high expectations once again in 2019. Women's basketball back in action Friday and Saturday in the UTRGV tournament. Men's basketball in action next Saturday at Murray State. So one final punt, perhaps one more play following the punt. Good punt by Darbone. Back inside the 10, and actually at the 10. They'll mark it at the 12 with 11 seconds remaining. Panthers with touchdowns on offense, defense, and special teams. And usually success will be in your favor, and that is the case here. As we'll end the season with a 60-14 win over Texas Southern. Final score, Panthers 60, Tigers 14.
Thank you for your support. Prairie View University Football in 2018 season. Stay